Yeah. Mic check, mic check, mic check. How we doing? Hey, happy Monday, y'all. Previously on Kimba TV. But I would not do a hedge short, LPZ. My next level where I would think about a hedge short is the single print and value area low and the 67.2 sweep. The value area high is a candidate, but I would probably be TP1 on this would be single print and value area low, and then TP2 would be 67.5. I would really like a short from like 67.8. Let's go. Wale, I'm sorry, but we got to do some TA, y'all. Hey, let's see what the reaction is at 615, huh? Yeah. Should we let Wale finish, or should we just go jump into Liquidation? Hey, put your seatbelts on. We're going to Liquidation, y'all. How we doing? Happy Monday. Yes. Well, we got 5-second TA done. It'll be interesting to see what the reaction is at the 7 fizzy. How we doing? How was everybody's weekend? Are we getting nasty? Alrighty, poor low got swept. I was hoping it went a little bit lower, but schwiggity. Mr. Larry, what's going on? Krail91 says, did I miss the TA? Not really, brother. I got to get caffeinated. We did talk about the poor lows down there. Marco Polo got swept. I would like a little bit lower. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, happy Monday. No need to really rush into anything. We got FOMC on Wednesday, so am I in any positions? No, I'm not in any positions. All my longs, all my shorts, everything is closed out. I have a little, I put a little baby entry in for a little thangity thang, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my gold is still open, yes. Yeah, my gold is still open, man. I haven't touched it. Schwiggity! Math is the math! Let's get it! How we doing? Happy Monday, y'all! We juicing?
The math is the math.
Yeah. Hey, turn this shit up.
What did you say? He just told us to be prepared.
Yeah. Let's go. Vibe out with me. Math is math. How we doing? Happy Monday. Well, not that hard, ladies and gentlemen. We identified the bad, poor lows. So now they are swept. We'll see what the reaction is, ladies and gentlemen. Will it swing fail? We got 5 minutes on the 30-minute. Get nasty. Bad lows have been swept, y'all. Bad lows got swept. Schwiggity. Gabrielle, left lane Larry, Studio Mez. Bloody says I closed half here right now. Nice.
Latuche, motherfucker, the math is the math.
Boogamas question mark. Here you go, Boogamas. 5160, 5140. Yeah, it's inconclusive. Jeremy says stop loss for this long behind 886. Have you already nerded out on fibs, Jeremy? So, do you remember when I always say that the things that will fuck you are the things that you don't know? So, have you nerded out on fibs? Do you feel like you've nerded out on fibs enough for you to know? So Jeremy, I don't know what you don't know. I don't know if you've actually spent the time to nerd out on fib levels. So I don't know, like, do you know the difference between putting it, like, for example, when you say, you know, stop loss behind 886, that is wrong. But if you're talking about this, then you're okay. Alrighty, and so that's what I mean is like I don't know what you don't know. So it basically in moments like this when you're wondering, hey, is the 886 a good stop loss? It's basically a quiz. Have you nerded out on Fibonacci's, or have you still not nerded out on it yet you're still trying to use them in trading? So that's the question that you have to answer yourself, Jeremy. Alrighty, if you've already nerded out on fibs, then all that nerding out is going to pay off right now. But if you haven't, then that might be why you're asking all this stuff. So there is no right or wrong, Jeremy, but this is when you fall back to your nerd out. Sounds good? So whatever you think is right, you should execute, and then you're going to be able to learn from it whether it works out or not. But this is exactly the types of moments when you're going to want to understand, like this is when you really find out if you know what you're doing or not. So I would hate to cheat that, like take that away from you, you know? Absolute Mental says, I can't believe I got left on the train station by just a few bucks. That's okay. The question is can you make sure it doesn't happen again? What would be funny, or what would be a fucked up situation, is if you got left at the train station before too. So a couple of things. First things first, you know how you're supposed to play a swing failure pattern. Okay, so if you couldn't get in on this thangity thang, you know, that's okay. You know what I'm saying? That's okay. So you know how you're supposed to play a swing failure pattern. Alrighty, and you should know what Kimba box is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe your third one got tapped. Maybe it didn't. It depends on how you spread it out. Yeah, but remember, Absolute Mental, like I said, the only thing that you had to be able to do was identify that those were bad lows and that it had a high probability to get swept. You know? As long as you can do that, I mean, you're going to be able to figure out if that's a good short, if that's a good short, you know. But if you can't figure out if this is a good long, if this is a good short, if this is a good short, then you're always going to be struggling and, thinking, fuck, I missed it. But if you know what you're doing, you're always going to have another trade. So don't worry too much. The biggest thing is making sure why you missed it. Sounds Gucci? Come on, get nasty. The math is the math. Oh, how we doing? Vodka says, confused. Are you long or looking for a short opportunity? Both. But you can always type rewind and rewatch the VOD from the very beginning. But you're probably confused because you can't identify levels yourself, Vodka. There's longs to be had, there's shorts to be had, so you're actually gonna fuck yourself up. So this is a common thing that a lot of books will talk about. Never try to be convinced by somebody to be able to see their view. Always adjust your TA or strategy to fit the narrative. Does that make sense? So instead of trying, like, let's say, for example, that I'm in a long, instead of trying to have me convince you that the long is right, you should try to reverse engineer your concepts or your thought process to see if you can get bullish yourself. Does that make sense? You never want to try to implement somebody else's viewpoint. You're gonna fuck your shit up. So don't try to understand what I'm doing. Try to understand the data that's in front of you. Start there. Okay, so start with things like, do you have a bullish edge? Do you have a bearish edge? Are there more bullish edges than bearish edges? Okay, like just start with identifying things that aren't debatable or aren't really opinions. Okay, look for divs, edges. What does the CVD RSI look like? What does S&P look like? What does the order flow look like? Start there. Alrighty, but you're always going to be confused if you're trying to copy trade. Alrighty, if you really want to know what I'm doing, you can always watch it from the very beginning and get caught up though. Sounds good? All right, this is a recap. It will be missing some of the meat and bones, but I'm going to do my best to recap as much as I can. If you do have time, especially since I'm going to be going to work out here in about 30 minutes, 20-30 minutes, you can always rewind and get caught up, but here we go. Y'all ready? So we took a look at, we got FOMC on Wednesday. So let's talk about Bugammas real quick. I'm sure you guys have questions. This is the Bugammas for today. 51.25, 51.60. Okay, so 51.25, 51.60. Alrighty, but it's FOMC Wednesday, so we're not going to put too much weight into that. When I first came in here, we were talking about it's a good area for a long, and we have edge, and I'm going to talk about that in a second. And before, I don't know exactly when it was in the morning, but before this happened, we were talking about let's see if the bad lows get swept. So it doesn't really matter if you got filled on a long or if you whatever. All that really matters is that you were able to see the factual shit and the data, the stuff that's not arguable. Bad lows, high probability it's going to get swept. Alrighty. I would have gotten fulfilled at 7.5, but I did not. Got left at the train station. I have a tiny thang long. My TP would be 67 and 75. I'm going to just keep it dead simple because it's so small anyways. The edge that we are seeing is we have about 35 to 48 million in bottom shorts that are now all trapped and in red or maybe close to break even. All right, we identified the areas where they went short. So this is where they started, the 64,000. Okay, 64,000, this peak, this peak, this peak. All right, and then this peak right here. So this peak, this peak, this peak, this peak, and this peak. All righty, and then obviously Rogelicious. You know I love these. What is this? Higher time frame, higher, low, lower, low. So higher time frame, hidden bull div, the same one that we've been tracking on these lows. But what's different this time? Rogelicious, for the first time in all of these, we actually have a regular CVD bull div now. So we have a regular CVD bull div inside of the bigger, higher time frame hidden bull div with a shit ton of bottom shorters getting trapped. Alrighty, so I didn't get fulfilled. A lot of people got pixel perfect golden pocket filled. Gucci Magucci. Sounds good. And then we had single prints here earlier in the morning and they got grabbed, and so that was like TP1 for some people. Do you plan to long ETH soon? Yup. I think for ETH BTC, .BTC, I have anywhere from 1 to 4 weeks. So, but yeah, I'm eyeing that bitch, Rogelicious. Yeah, so that would be if 59 gets swept, I think, Rogelicious. But there is a chance that this could still rotate all the way to 67, clean the 67 highs,
come back down, sweep the 59, trap a whole shit ton of bottom shorters, stop out all the longs, and then rotate back up to 75. So, you know, we still gotta, that's why for me, the TP on the long would be 67 and then 75. All right. Do you think we will retrace to 55.7? Sure. Anything is possible. That would be the 59 sweep, right? Viper on the higher time frame. 57.5, 58, 55.7, 56.2. A lot of people have thrown out a bunch of numbers in between. Fibonacci, volume, you know, imbalances, single prints, all that stuff. So we all see it. It's kind of like pick whichever one you like, Viper. I wouldn't like put blind limits on anything though. So, alrighty, Raj-alicious, any questions? And so, here's the other thing. Raj. If you were somebody like me that wanted to get into a long, okay, you want to acknowledge that these lows are good now, which means you do not want to sweep that. When we talk about a level that needs to get swept or not get swept, it's CME that takes priority, right? So I would allow a scenario where CME is paused, right? CME almost went to the 7.5, okay? This is CME on Fibonacci retracement. It almost went to exactly where I would want to get in. This is what it looks like on Binance. It front ran. Okay, I would have gotten full filled if it just front ran 7.5 by a tiny bit. Okay, Raj, but so like there's gonna be, so if it wants to clean a bad, or if it wants to clean a good low, then you can only tolerate a swing failure pattern. Okay, and you wouldn't want to do that on CME, so you would be thinking about it possibly doing that during Macaulay. Okay, which is why I'm going to start drinking my pre-workout and go work out and get leg day out of the way now, so I can see daily candle close, market close, Macaulay, all that shit with you guys. We're doing a long late night stream, Raj-alicious. Half of the people wanted me to do a short stream and half of the people wanted me to do a long stream. So I don't know which way your vote would go, but we'll probably do another vote when I get back. So that being said, those are you. So there's going to be a lot of people, Raj-alicious, that are going to be thinking to themselves, okay, fuck, I'm going to try to long in here. You know? And then that would, or like, I mean, even this, like whatever your appetite is, right? But with a stop loss, with stop loss here. Okay. And so again, depending on if there's a way to like possibly see it if we come back down here, whether it's the TPO point of control, whether it's the volume point of control, like it might just be this, you know? Or trap, Macaulay, sweep, go. So just that's what you would want to be watching, and that's what you would want to start thinking about. Alrighty, and then if you are still, I don't know if you saw if you remember the Thursday stream, but Thursday stream is when we were talking about 64850 short was the number that I gave out, 64850, and we said this is a potential place where we could head short, and this could be the pivot point for 59K. So if you're in a short here or short here, you know where the bad highs are, so you probably want to shave a significant amount before, but you know your TP, if you want to swing for a home run, would be like the 59 getting swept. Other than that, let's get nasty. All right, Rogelicious, any questions? So I'm going to get ready to go work out and just get this shit out of the way. If for some reason we don't get like a Fibonacci pullback, a TPO pullback, and we can't get like we still get left at the train station at like a 382 or something, well, you also have a full rotation play. All right. And you know that when the PDEQ and the previous day value is low is that close to each other, it's usually a singular zone. Okay. You also have a bad high there. So you could do like swing fail, pixel perfect PDEQ, and then come back down to do like a bullish retest on the daily open or the previous day low, which was really the one that I wanted to get. Okay, so that pullback, you know, whether it's daily open or PD low, is gonna have the Fibonacci coming, probably lining up. Okay, and then you would also need to think about what you would want to do if Macaulay gets funky with you. Alrighty, Raj, you Gucci? So I'm gonna go hit legs super quick. I'm gonna just go for a volume. And, you know, we'll keep an eye on these player haters. More than Gucci, awesome, awesome. What'd you think? On a scale of 0 to 10, how was the recap? So if you're already in a long, I feel like stop loss and profit is kind of covered, right? Whether you're in a short, you have levels of invalidations. If you're looking to get into a short, I mean, 64 kind of looks interesting, but again, we talked about, you know, it would depend on the open interest. If we do start to pull back, whether it's, you know, we go to PDEQ while I'm at the gym and then it does a bullish retest on daily open or PD low, levels to be looking at and levels to be looking at for both the longs and the shorts, trying to figure out where are they going to, you know, are these guys going to try to close out a little bit at break even if it comes back down here? That's a possibility. So I'll keep it on this, but while I'm here, it'll be this. So I think we're pretty good. Yeah. So is there anything that you guys want to talk about? All jokes aside, I know I know there's a whole bunch of motherfuckers talking about, please let me get in on the single print snap and go. Yeah? Valadito. But what do you guys think about being able to spot the bad low? Long opportunity, sweep, blast through. Schwiggity, schwaggity. Schwaggity, schwiggity. Goes all the way. So the next Burj Khalifa is around 64.8, but this grabbed the 64,000 here. There you go. A little bit more, goddamn. So 65,140 is the next peak, ladies and gentlemen. Are we trying to get on the train before this goofiness or what? And this should really be taking us to 67. Oh my God. Fuck. Juice. Let's see if we can get nasty, y'all. Who juicing? Are we juicing? What is it specifically you want to see on Exo? Does anybody else want to get in on StarCraft before I start this? Medude says send it to 70K now. So real quick, hands up if you missed the sweep of the bad lows this morning. Hands up if you got front ran on that 382 thing. And then hands up if you got a little thing on the single prints. Let's go. Let's go. How we doing? What a day. Aritoto says, I want to see if that $13 million short did a crouching stop loss. That's a negative. A little bit more to go. Scafandru, CryptoHawk, Santa, Aritodo. Well done, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what it is. If it can make a local higher high, you're going to put your stop loss at break even. So y'all want a quick little recap? Hands up if you were here when we were talking about, hey, ladies and gentlemen, that is a bad low. Let's see if it gets swept. Hands up. All right, nice. Now, hands up, even though I didn't take the long, hands up if you either got in on the pixel perfect golden pocket retrace right there, or you got in. So basically anything near 61.8, 62, Gucci Magucci, hands up. Because you were looking at the 30-minute candle structure. Hands up, awesome. Awesome. Good shit. Now hands up if you said, okay, fuck, I didn't get any of that shit. Okay, I didn't get any of that shit, but Kimba did say 6 motherfucking times that if I wanted to play it by the book, I'm gonna have to put in some limits from 382 to 618. Hands up if you got filled in that box. Hands up if you added or got filled on that box. Okay. Hands up if you still missed everything. Hands up if at this point you're still not in a position. That's okay. Hands up if you still not in a thing, because I'm still not in a thing yet. You know, all I got is my baby thing on Kirkizi. That's not good enough, okay? So now, how many of y'all with previous experience on the 30-minute candle close and with the single prints being there, how many of y'all got added or got filled on the single print retrace? Hands up. Yeah? Hey, somebody have that clip where I was like, hey, hands up if you're one of those people that are praying to the crypto gods that it comes back to grab those single prints and go. Did you pussyfoot? It's okay. It's okay if you did. I think it's totally natural, but did anybody like pussyfoot? Hands up. That's okay if you did, especially a lion cub. Even if you were a veteran, if you pussyfooted a little bit, that's okay. All right, anybody want to guess what my entry is? Do you guys want to throw out a number on what you guys think what my entry is? On the MEXC anyways, obviously I was able to get lucky and add a little bit differently on the Kraken one, but let's just talk about what I'm showing and doing it all live. You know what I mean? So, no. I got in on this wick. I missed this whole thing. We were talking about that and I missed that. I got front ran on the golden pocket on this and the TPO point of control. I missed on that. But I did get this. So you guys give me too much credit. It's not that good. What the fuck? Now I don't even want to show it. What the fuck? Nah, that's not that good at all. Fuck, now I don't want to show it. I'm a simple man, y'all. I just took that 0.5, baby. I'm a simple man, y'all. I just took the 0.5. I don't know how you're getting the 63.1, but I have a 63.3. There you go, Chaos. KingFisher. Get nasty. All right, any questions? I don't really give a shit if you're in from earlier, if you're not in, if you pussyfooted. Hands up and round of applause if you enjoyed today. Let's go. Give it up for Monday, y'all. Again, it does not matter if you took the long or whatever. If it doesn't make sense, it will. So, don't worry. Alrighty, I did my best to try to kind of narrate this bullshit. How did it go? That's as close as you're going to get to me talking about like giving signals though. How was it? Was it strong enough? You know, I'm never going to be like, hey guys, let's go ahead and long this bitch. You know, I might draw like incognito style risk reward and whatnot, you know, but I will be like, hey, how many motherfuckers that are not filled yet going to man up and try to get this thing? It's going to be like that, okay? Because I want you guys, I want it to make sense. And if you didn't, if you still have a short, by the way, hey, get nasty. Hey, hands up now. Let's talk about shorts. Hey, fuck the longers, right, shorts? Shorters. Hey, shorters, hands up, shorters. Hands up, shorters. Hey, fuck these longers, right? Am I right? How we doing? How we doing? Shorters, talk to me. How many people in shorts from 67 sweating a little bit? Fuck. Huh? Well, you shouldn't be underwater, Vancity. I don't know if you would be underwater. I could see if you were taking like swing failure attempt shorts on these highs. But did you hear? Oh, real quick. So like on the long, do you guys know what is my TP? The people that have been here for the whole day, I have 2 TPs that I've mentioned many times today. I'm not even kidding. But chat, you guys want to take a wild guess on what my TP1 and TP2 is? There you go, Jared. Now, obviously, from now until 67, there's obviously Fibonacci, value area high, TPO point of control, all that good shit, right? So I'm not literally saying, okay, don't shave anything. I hope nobody takes it like literally. Any 67 shorters looking at this fib and talking about, hey man, Kimba, what should we do on the stop loss? You got to decide because you definitely don't want to be the guy that gets stopped out of the single print. So you need to decide if you're going to close that bitch before or you're willing to see it through and do it after. Snowing says 75, holy fuck. Yeah, no. See, that's exactly why I don't like saying these types of things. Technically, it's the 73 sweep, right? The 72.3 or whatever. Snowing. Okay. Technically, it's another high swing fail or a failed auction. Okay. I don't know if it's going to be 74. I don't know if it's going to be 75. I don't know if it's going to be 76. I don't know if it's going to be 81. We're going to just have to take it level by level, okay? Thank you, Rahaman PUBG. Yeah, but let's have some fun with it. We're back in the long again. I mean, it took us all fucking day to chase this shit. The best question that we got earlier was, hey, man, what's the high that it should break to put our stop loss at break even, right? So let's see what the reaction is at the point of control and fib. Raja, yeah, Hugh Hunt, but which one, right? Some people are going to be like, oh, fuck, can I do it here? How many people in some crazy degen position and they're just like, please just get there. Please just get there. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. RPM says, we've been waiting for that sweep. Yeah, well, let's see what happens. At least the 30-minute candle close looks promising. Did you see the 30-minute candle close? So in 18 minutes, you're going to have, if this is a green candle close, Bugatti, right? But look at the, ignore the wick because the wick is always just the exchange and there's shitty liquidity. Look at the close. And fool me once, fool me twice, okay? Fool me 3 times, you're not going to take my Bugatti. So did we not just witness a 382 bounce? Did we not just see a 382 bounce earlier in the day? And I missed it. Okay, that's fine. Try me again. Any questions? So we're going to see what the reaction is here. Gucci? And if you juicing, I think there's nothing wrong with putting your stop loss in tiny P break even. Shave a little bit. Okay, and then shorters, do you want to talk about stop loss and profit or what would be like serious invalidations? I think it really just comes down to how you interpret those single prints up there. Assuming that this is going to make a higher high and it's going to go for those single prints, you have to decide if you want to get stopped out before or after. That's it. And there's no right or wrong. So longers, I'm rooting for you. Shorters, I'm rooting for you. You guys good? Happy motherfucking Monday. Prada says entry long question mark. Okay, well, Prada, let's talk about a couple levels, okay? So you have your TP point of control as like 62380. TPO naked point of control as 62380. Okay, you got previous day volume point of control at 480, value area high at 800 with a daily open at 811 at 63,811. So you already have a full rotation setup. Okay, the most obvious sort of long would be a bounce off of previous day value area high. It can't even lose it. Go. It's not going to be that simple. It's probably going to lose it. So a lot of people are going to be thinking, fuck, full rotation would be, I'm going to wait to long here. So you might want to be looking at this 480, 380 zone. Okay, 380, 480, you know, probably just kind of sweep that, ba-bink type of shit. Okay, so that's another possibility too. Okay. So yeah, I mean, you got that going on for you. If you start to lose any sort of the edges that we talked about, then that would be a no-go as well. Alrighty, Prada. But like pulling fibs and figuring out where you might long is the easy part. When it's coming down here and it's you know, doing its thing, that and being able to see the edge clearly and trusting the math and having a responsible trade, that's the Bugatti. All right, you good, Prada? Don't worry about rushing into anything, brother. I'll be back in a couple hours and we'll take a couple more shots tomorrow. Maybe we'll scalp tomorrow. Yeah, and it really depends on what ETH BTC wants to do. If this wants to pull back a little bit, you know, what .BTC wants to do. Is this it? Is the VWAP, the lowest VWAP going to hold? That's okay. It can still be a failed auction. So I'm going to be watching this. I'm going to be watching that very closely. I'm going to be watching gold. Stupid, useless piece of metal closely. Sounds good? All right. I am out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get after it tomorrow. I'm giving you guys musical control. You guys have musical control. And let's hack into Sato. All right. Password is kimchi69420. And we are hacked into his webcam, ladies and gentlemen. All right, you guys control the music. I will see you guys in about 7 hours. Stay safe. Love y'all. Have a great night. Peace, everybody. I'll see you guys. I'll probably check in with you guys before cardio. Yeah. Another poker tournament tomorrow. Another juicy juice. Oh, let me put it back on Exo. The Exo, I switched it to 20 mil volume, okay? Just so that it was a little bit easier to see the bigger picture. Alrighty. Full rotation would mean that if you turn value area high into resistance, EQ is higher. Then you have a probability for A65. So if you're looking for a long, the 300 to 500, 300 to 400 zone is interesting. 800 is your value area high. And then value area low is 61865. All right. I hope you guys had a blast. Longers, I'm rooting for you. Shorters, I'm rooting for you. Bulls, Bears, we're all Lions. Have a great night. I'll see you guys in about 7 hours. Peace, y'all. Get nasty. God, choice Sheba. Good night, y'all.